let f of x equal the square root of 1 minus x squared, where x is in between 0 and 1 inclusive. In part A, we want to find f inverse and how it is related to the function f. So if we want to find the inverse of this function, first thing we want to do is we're going to replace f of x to be y. So y is going to equal the square root of 1 minus x squared. Now keep in mind that y here is greater than or equal to 0 because it's the plus version of that. Okay, and so now, number 2, we're going to interchange x and y. So x is going to equal the square root of 1 minus y squared. And then part 3, we're going to solve for y. So we have the square root of 1 minus y squared, which is equal to x. We're going to square both sides. So we get 1 minus y squared, which is equal to x squared. And then subtract 1 to both sides. So we get negative y squared, which is equal to negative 1 plus x squared. And then dividing by negative 1 is going to change the signs for all of them. So y squared is going to equal 1 minus x squared. And then taking the square root of both sides, we get the square root of 1 minus x squared. So if we write this, this becomes f inverse of x, which is equal to the square root of 1 minus x squared, where x is in between 0 and 1. And so therefore, what ends up happening is we end up getting the same function that we started out with. Okay, in part B, we want to be able to identify the graph of f and explain your answer in part A. So graphing this in Desmos, let's go ahead and put our square root function in here. So we have the square root of 1 minus x squared. But there is a restriction, so we're going to put braces, 0 less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 1. So there is our graph. So we can see that this graph represents both f and f inverse. And so now we want to explain our answer in part A. So how it's related to f. Well, we can see here that this is part of a circle. Okay? So the graph of f is the portion of the circle of x squared plus y squared equals 1, where x is in between 0 and 1, and y is in between 0 and 1, which is a quarter circle in the first quadrant. The graph of f is symmetric with respect to the line y is equal to x, so its reflection about y equals x is itself, and that is f inverse is equal to f.